My legends, what's up? Alright, so Scion here. What I want to talk about is daily routine, the end game, and what I think would actually help this game and make it a little bit more fun. Now, what we typically do throughout the day is kind of based around a few things. Our daily stuff that we need to actually get done, so we get our Sky Stone and get our all our resources for the day. You can't really skip it. You want to make sure that you do your daily achievement so you can get your call of the day. You need to do this 5 times, so you only need to do it 5 out of the 7 days. You want to make sure that you get your weekly Mega Phantasm. Again, this is just starting out. Like, I haven't done any of this yet because this is just pretty much after the cooldown, and I just need to do Start Adventure, which I just haven't done yet for today. See, my coin is hurting because I've just been upgrading gear. It's just costing me a lot of coin at this point, and the only way to really combat that is you literally have to just farm hunts and the world map religiously. Use your Sky Stone and everything else. Energy camping isn't going to help you when it comes to that. That's just something that we continue to talk about, that between the lack of energy rather, and the fact that we just do not get coin at a high enough level at end game to support that without actually spending, that's a problem. Now, I know why companies do that, because they want to encourage spending, but what that really does when it's this obvious is that discourages spending, because it makes the consumer feel like they are trapped. It makes you feel pay to win, and the minute that your game feels pay to win, people stop spending. It's not that people are going to spend because the game is pay to win. It actually has the opposite effect. Every company is now figuring that out the past 2 years. EA, Sony, all these games, all these game companies are figuring this out, that shit don't work. It doesn't make people want to spend on your game. It just pisses people off. They label you as pay to win. You have whole Reddit forums memeing your entire company. You just are not making money that way. What makes people spend is feeling happy within the game and feeling like they have a sense to want to actually play your game. That's what makes people happy at the end of the day. And when companies actually figure that out, they end up in a better place. It's unfortunate that, it's kind of is what it is when it comes to that. The game companies just don't want to facilitate that. That's really the means of the point at the end of the day. So why was I in here doing this? Oh, it was this. All right, so we'll just let them run around. Oh, not you guys. We'll just let them run around and do their thing. Now, as far as your daily routine, it usually consists of you doing this type of stuff right here. Like you see, I have to do my world stuff now. You got a PvP. PvP. Even if you lose, just PvP. At least do your 5 a day. Even if you catch 5 L's, catch your 5 L's and get your Sky Stone. And then make sure that you keep coming back and do your AI battles. If you can't beat anybody, just get your Sky Stone that way. There's no reason for anybody to be saying they don't farm PvP to get their Sky Stone. I do it, and I can pay for stuff in this game. I do it all the time. If I get to a point where I can't beat anybody, then I just can't beat them. I'm still going to go in there and try to get my Sky Stone from the AI or something like that. So you should definitely be doing that. There's no reason for you not to be doing that type of stuff. As far as in-game, now see, here's what the problem I have and why you see me do less videos in this game. It's boring. It's super boring. People is like, well, why don't you show hunts and stuff like that? I can do them, but they're boring. It's not fun. That's why I don't stream the game. It's boring like that. If you guys want to see hunts for 3 hours, then there's plenty of people doing that. You can watch this. They're gonna do that. I'd rather PvP, which is why you guys saw me recently. Until this, before this, if you notice, I was working on my assassin Coley, Cecilia. I actually Rin, I just put the 6-star. She's gonna be. I'm spoiling it for you. She's gonna be coming soon to you guys. Like I've been working on that stuff and wanting to go further into PvP and stuff like that because I consider that more fun than the PvE endgame. Even though I'm a PvE player. So when you're making a PvE player who's religious PvE in all these games want a PvP in your game, there's something wrong with your PvE at that point. And what's wrong with it is that it's repetitive and it doesn't offer any challenge. Because all you have to do is get to certain types of builds with teams and you just beat the Wyvern 11. Like I showed you guys, before I had Dizzy, I was doing it with Karine. And sometimes I would kill the shield too fast and that would get people killed and then that would cause me to lose the fight. But majority of the time, I was like about 90% of the time I would win the auto, and if I lose, I'll be like, whatever. And just do it again and then I win the next time. Like it hardly ever happened 2 times in a row. And see, again, that's a problem because that's boring. You're not actually doing anything, and it's autoing. Like I'm pretty much autoing that. I'm not actually even controlling that. I'm like saying, "Hey, like look at this right here," and not saying look at this, but I'm pretty much doing that and then going to do something else. Like I'm freaking eating. I'm like watching YouTube or watching somebody on Twitch or something like that. It's not a sense of skill. And at that point, you're not really playing the game anymore. And that's the problem. Like, you should be playing the game and having fun in the game. When you're doing monotonous stuff and you're doing it so much, like, we literally need like hundreds and hundreds of 11 runs to actually get gear. Initially, that was fine. Now that's a problem because we have to do it in 4 different areas now. You have to do Wyvern, you have to do Golem, you have to do Banshee, and you have to do Azumurka, whatever the hell his name is. That is boring. Like, that is just plain boring. That's why I don't show it. That's why I don't care. Like, you have to do it for gear and stuff like that. I'll give each of them like maybe 3 or 4 tries a day, and then I go about my business because I'm bored. I'd rather go into the Hell raid and fight Hell. And see, this is where the problem lies, is we can only do that twice. I can only go fight those 2 bosses 1 time each, and then, you know, they're pretty much locked out. That shouldn't be like that. That really shouldn't be like that. They should have like 3 or 4 day cooldowns or something like that. Not that you're waiting until the following week. That is initially a problem in holding a lot of people back in gaming. And progression in raid bosses, I understand that, you know, in most cases like in MMOs, raid bosses have a weak cooldown, but that's not really the case anymore if you guys really notice it. A lot of games don't do that anymore now. Now they're shortening it because you need to... I missed the chest. See autoing. Can you go back and hit the chest, please? I hate when they do that. You know what? Stop. Stop. I don't want you to run. See, Sky Stone. I had to fight for 3 Sky Stones.
My goddess.
But with that said, to actually fix this, what I would suggest for them to do is unlock the labyrinth. Unlock it. Allow us to run around in there in the survival mode type of thing. Like, you have mini bosses, like they have the means for all this already in the game already. All you have to do is change different variables. Allow us to run around. If we want to farm for gear, say like a certain set of gear, there's labyrinths that actually have speed gear and crit gear and like all the hit and the root. Like, allow us to run around in these zones and fight to our heart's content. This is more fun. Like, go around in different areas. Maybe different bosses will pop out and give us a challenge or something like that. Make the morale bar higher and give us more tries at it so we are not locked into the boring ass hunts all the time, because that doesn't encourage people to play. And on top of that, you run out of energy doing that. Like, it's just a problem all the way around. It's boring gameplay. Like, and if they don't want to unlock the labyrinth, like, just put something else in the game that we have somewhere else to go in game that we can actually properly gear. Me personally, I would unlock the labyrinth. At the end of the day, I would unlock that. I would allow us to actually it's number 3 now, I will allow us to actually go in and say, you have a storyline. Kind of similar to what, see, I've been playing a lot of Honkai. You guys noticed I've been putting Honkai up on the channel. And Honkai has chronicles in different areas where you can actually go in and fight, and it refreshes every 3 to 4 days. The open world refreshes every 3 to 4 days. And it gives you something to do. You can actually go in and farm gear, and it actually feels fun because it's different. It rotates. Sometimes you get a different path. Sometimes you have to do different things. You can use different characters. It locks out characters, so if you go in a certain time, then you can't use those other characters, so you have to use other characters. It gives a replay value that you're not doing the same damn thing day after day, week after week. If you want to stream the game, then you can show something different. Hey, you know, we'll go in there, maybe we have to fight like Dark Raz or something like that. Maybe that boss will pop out. Maybe Kayron will decide to show his ass up and float away after you whoop his ass. Like, maybe some past characters that you haven't fought. Maybe Dian or Queen Dian will pop out and show you how badass she really was, like, or something like that. There's multitude things they can do with the Labyrinth to make it more interesting, to make us allowed to actually have fun in this game. Now, again, like, I'm not bashing the game and saying that the game is trash. I'm just saying that the end game in this game is boring as fuck. It's boring. And even the new Abyss was boring, which is why I was like, the minute that I did, you saw I did like 2 floors. I'm like, this shit is dumb. I'm not spending 40 minutes doing this. And like, and the rewards wasn't that great to begin with either. Like, if I wanted 500 Mystic summons that hard, I'll go buy it. Even though, like, that's annoying too, that you can even do that. But if I honestly, like, like, the rewards are trash. And like, compared to the rewards before 80 to 90, the rewards are trash from 81 to 90. Like, it just is. Like, I have no motivation to do that whatsoever, and Dizzy makes it even easier, and I still don't have motivation to do it because it's boring. Now, people are going to be like, well, that's true endgame. You haven't done endgame if you haven't done that. Shut up. You haven't done it. Like, it's boring. It doesn't change the fact that it's not boring. Like, that's not an excuse. When people are like, you're not doing true endgame if you're not doing like 3 fodder on the Wyvern 11. Shut up to that too, because that shit isn't fun either. How is that fun? You're still autoing. Like, I'm like, that's not saying that's your argument. That's your argument. That like, you listen to some of the stuff that people say. Sometimes it's really dumb. Like, it's really dumb. Like, hey, well, you're not, like, you and Wyvern 11, you gotta have like 3 fodder and 1 character, and then you can auto that. That's true endgame. That's your endgame. Like, you know, like, that's your endgame right there. That in this game, that's supposed to be the #1 gacha. Endgame is 3 fodder and a fucking boss fight. You see how dumb that sounds? Like, when I say it out loud, how dumb does that sound? Like, it's just a problem. It's just a problem. That's not endgame. That's shit that somebody made up because they want a challenge because there's no challenge in the game. Like, that, you understand? Like, endgame should be us going off and fighting hard content and the raid content and being challenged, which we can do that, but we're limited. We're going to do it twice. The normal raid stuff is kind of like monotonous now. We just go in there and we pretty much auto that now too. I can auto that. So, and that, with a sense, is another thing. Like, we're at the end of the content cycle, and we have to actually be a little bit more lenient because, like, this game's content lasted a long time. So I told you guys that in the video before, that, you know, we have to give them a little bit of a break, but at the same time, there's still problems. I'm gonna give them a break, but at the same time, I'm still gonna tell them the game is trash. People think that just because I'm in the content creator program that I'm supposed to suck the game's ass and just suck up to them. I'm not gonna do that. I've never done that in anything. Even when I get sponsorships, I still tell the truth. And the truth of the matter is that endgame in this game sucks. It just does. And it's upsetting because of how great the content is in this game. It just is bad. all the way around. You can tell that it just needs to be thought out more, that somebody needs to sit down at Epic 7 and say, okay, we need to give them proper stuff to do that's going to be engaging, that they're not bored, that they're not doing the same thing every day hundreds of times and still really not getting the gear that they need doing that. You have to actually spend $1,000 worth of energy to actually get that gear. Free to play, if you're lucky, you might get a few pieces here and there over the course of time, but it's going to take you literally weeks and months to actually do that. So that's not fair to free to play either. So that it just needs to be properly balanced all the way around, which is why I do videos like this, because I know they watch. We have spreadsheets to put down this type of video content so they can go watch it. So I know they watch it. So this is the reason why I say stuff like that, to properly relay it and convey it, because I think a lot of it is that not enough people are actually saying it. And I think Twitch and YouTube gives a bad example when it comes to what the game really should be, because all you do is have people doing the same thing because they don't have anything else to do. It's not necessarily their fault, it's just that that's what the game has devolved itself into, because it has a deficiency when it comes to skill and challenge at a higher level. That when you become a certain strength, you just go in auto and you just go away. Like, I shouldn't be playing this type of game and then be like, hey guys, like, what did you eat today? Did you get some chicken? And watching the characters play, like, I'm like literally playing something else on the side, or playing some other game on the side. I'm like playing, the last time I streamed this game, I was actually playing Sinnoh Alice more than I was playing Epic 7. That's a problem. That is a problem, especially if you get something like this and put it on the front page and people are watching you auto a game, and that you're playing a different game and talking to chat and not actually integrating with the game that's actually supposed to be on the front page. That's all a problem. That's bad. That makes the game look bad. Which again, people actually wide on our stream, and that's the reason why I don't stream Epic 7 as much as I would like to, is because it's boring at this level. I would have to start over, and I don't want to start over. I've done all that shit already. So I would literally have to start over and show the game from like beginning, going towards the end game, to make the game look fun for everybody. Because at my level, it's not going to look fun for everybody. It's just going to be me doing the same thing every single stream. Going to maybe I'll go to A11, maybe I'll go to Wyvern 11, maybe I'll go to G11 or something like that. Maybe we'll do a little bit of PvP, which is limited because you only have 5 tries unless you actually pay for it to get more. Which is kind of silly to me because I like to keep my Skystone and actually summon when I get a chance to. Or maybe I'll go into guild battle, but that's limited because you only got 3 tries to do that. And then what do you do? See, you see the problem right there? All of that's an issue. All of that's an issue. So they have to fix all of that. So what I'm going to do in this particular video is I decided that I'm just going to use my free Skystone and keep going after more either Dizzy Artifact or Dizzy herself. Like, do it as freely as possible. And low-key, that's what we've been doing this whole time. I've just been doing my 5 tries while I was talking to you guys. Again, you see what I'm talking about right now? During this video, I was talking to you about something else, and I didn't actually do anything but click the button 5 times to do this right now. Now, this is what I would be doing on the stream. Now, you guys tell me if this is relative stream content right now. I did all of that on purpose in motion just now. On purpose. That was the whole plan. I just didn't say it. I just did it. And to show you guys the problem with Epic 7 right now. This is what Epic 7 has devolved itself into right now. This is not streamable content right now. Me talking to you as a video, you know, saying stuff like this, no, it's fine because we're getting it out, and I'm actually showing it in motion to Epic 7 as a company where the problem is in the game right now. That this is a problem right here, Epic 7. It's a major problem what it's devolved itself into.
Welcome.
All right, let's go here. Wait, what? Oh. For some reason that looked different than what it normally does. Alright, so let's do that. Go ahead and summon. And I hope everybody understands that this is not me like bashing on the game. I want the game to get better. That's why I'm saying this. I wanted to get better.
Library.
Because a lot of people say, "Oh, why are you playing it? You bashing it?" Like, nobody's bashing the game. Like, if the people who cover the game don't tell you the truth, who's going to tell you the truth? And I actually tell you something. Remember when I said I was actually playing Sinnoh Alice on the side? I'm playing Sinnoh Alice on the side. Wow, I'm recording this. Like you guys see the problem here. That I could actually multitask myself into doing something else while I'm recording, while I'm talking to you. That's how unengaging the game is right now. And I'm making a point. Like, literally making a point right now. Ooh. Imprint. I haven't seen him in a long time, so that's good. I was starting to think I was Shuri cursed. Like, what's going on? Like, why can't I get the homie? The homie don't like me? The cool thing about doing this is I'll take either the artifact or her. So it's not like I won't be upset about either. I like her artifact. You can use that on several characters. What I'm not liking is all this 3-star crap, but whatever. I'm just gonna keep doing it again because the next event is gonna give us, you know, more Skystone, more summons. I'm just gonna keep trying. And that's a negative. So where are we at right now? We like 89? We'll take that. And I only need one more gold transit. 88. Alrighty. Like this, you know you want to come out one more time for me. Do it one more time so I get your imprint. That's all you gotta do. She's looking at me like, nope. Nope, you're gonna get double 121 club. She even blinked just now and said no. You guys like and subscribe, follow me Twitch, Twitter, and Discord. Be legendary. Everything will be in the description. If you want to be first in the notification squad, hit that notification bell. Good luck. Hopefully you preoccupy yourself the same way I preoccupied myself doing this, and get some good drops. Peace.